What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 163 of the What's to Play podcast. Big Jon and I are here. Big Jon, what's up?
What's up?
We got my man New Breed in the house. What's going on, New Breed?
I'm good, man. I'm just glad to be here, man. Glad to be here. I know this. Man. Always have fun being on here, so I already know.
Yeah,
it's gonna be something.
I'll be a blast. I'll be a blast. But I gotta ask you though, what does that jersey say?
It's Venezuela.
Okay.
This is actually this is the World Baseball Classic jersey of Miguel Cabrera.
Okay. So now he's retired.
Yes.
Is he around Detroit? Is he doing stuff there or is he gone?
They say he does things, but he rarely, shows up to stadium. He may show up every once in a while or once every blue moon, but I don't know exactly what his title is. I'm not sure. I know
he's really the last of his type of baseball player, right? You're not gonna have guy hitting for hits and average and home runs. We got Ohtani, but I guess you gotta let that guy get there before you can really say. Miguel Cabrera was special.
Yeah, very special. Very special player.
And so now we know CC Sabathia, Ichiro just won Hall of Fame officially. It's good to see both in there. Both great baseball players.
What is
Absolutely.
I got a chance to see Ichiro in Detroit play. I was sitting in center field, got a chance to see Ichiro right down there. Yeah, something special.
Yeah. He was something. I mean, he was a hitting machine. It's just the way he hit the ball. He was just like, how did he hit that? Now, normally people would hit the ball in certain areas where the ball was. I was like, this dude is insane.
And then similar to Ohtani, people told me Ichiro would never be able to do that. He did it over there. He'll never be able to do it here. Came in rookie year, MVP and rookie of the year. Dude's very impressive. So.
Yeah. Not too many guys can go into the league and have 200 hits every year. That's
for 10 years straight.
Yeah, and have a good batting average on top of that.
And rookie year, 26 years old. It's bananas.
It's nobody like it, man. He's well deserved. Well deserved.
So what do y'all want to jump into tonight, Big Jon, New Breed? What topics you want?
I mean, first of all, we gotta say rest in peace, Ryne Sandberg.
Yes, rest in peace, Ryne.
Sad day in Cubby, man.
Yes. Sad news yesterday.
Very, very. He's been fighting cancer, and last update he was coming out strong.
I was reading today he was diagnosed in 2024 with prostate cancer.
Yeah,
and he was cancer free, and then it had spread to other parts of his body, and they were trying to chase that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough and then you think you get rid of it, and then it just catches up to your body. It's one of the worst things you can do, and it's like when you think it's getting rid of, but then you always just got to make sure. And I remember I used to go to Chicago to visit my grandparents, and they used to always have WGN on.
Oh yeah,
either they was glued to them Cub games and White Sox games, but Cub games used to always had them on, and you see Ryne Sandberg, you just like, man, that's they were some real fans. So
I know when I see Ryne Sandberg, the second person I think of is Harry Carey.
Yes.
And some of those supportive players on that team, but he was something else. His defense was just on a whole nother level. Just a sad situation. I know he came out at what do they call it in Chicago, Big Jon? It's not called Cubs Fest.
Cubs Fest.
Yep.
I know he came out a couple of years ago and they gave him a standing ovation, and that's when I first found out that he was ill. And then we know you got Deion Sanders, announcing that he had bladder cancer. And this is a man that doesn't drink alcohol, doesn't do any of that. Yeah, it's a lot of information. Happy that Deion is cancer free right now. Hopefully that continues. And I think everybody has known someone in their family or a friend or a coworker that has battled cancer. I have a friend that is on here regularly, sends me notes I played football with in college, who is a cancer survivor. And my grandmother had cancer. So it's a lot.
Yeah. My mom actually has breast cancer. So, but she caught it early, which thank goodness.
Yeah.
But you always check up on her, but you just never know. We all know family members of people who have that or somebody that's ill, and all you can do is just pray for them and let God do the rest. That's all you can do.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you can do.
Definitely praying for your mom. Hope she beats it strong.
Appreciate that.
It's one way or another.
Yeah.
One way or another. But
oh yeah, and plus it's just been a lot of deaths that's been going on over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah,
a lot of celebrities. So it's just it's surprising.
Well, the latest on it's interesting. You hear more about stories. The latest on Malcolm Jamal Warner is that he's trying to save his daughter.
Yeah,
and doesn't make it. So a lot. You go on vacation, you think you're going to be vacationing, and then the whole family changes. It's a lot.
Yeah. You just never know these days, man. It's just, even when you're on vacation or wherever you go, anything can happen. And unfortunately, that happened to him. And it took everybody by surprise. We all grew up watching this guy. And with the Cosby Show and everything else that he have done. But, definitely RIP to him and prayers to his family.
And it's the person that he became. Of a child star. Some of them turn a certain way. Malcolm Jamal Warner was just cut different. Just the way he was raised, the way he talks about his upbringing with his parents and what his mom and dad tried to teach him about knowledge of self and just who he was different. It was very, very the way he talked about his family and his children. And one small thing I look at people. I'll say this, and I may have said something about this before here. Malcolm Jamal Warner has dated people, broken up, right? Never heard him say anything about the person. Never on a negative note, and I've never heard anyone say anything negative about him. And I've always thought to myself, I've dated people and broken up earlier in life, and I don't have anything bad to say about that person. I'm definitely not going to drag them around people that we mutually know. It's just certain things you see in a person that are very small to probably most, but I'll see it and I'll be like, that person is very adjacent to what's going on today. They're over here doing this. They're not on that at all in any regard. And then it just keeps adding up. You see this thing and that thing and this thing they're talking about. And his spoken word was on another level. So
it just brings up, how he was raised.
Mm-hmm.
And he was raised that way to be like that. And he was built from a different cloth. So definitely. And then, on top of that, when Bill Cosby praises you as a actor and have you on a show, that means you good. Mm-hmm. That means you good. So
very much so. Still doing interviews with his mom and just different. So
very, very different.
Sure. We got Huddle Card Collection saying good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Huddle.
Good evening.
What's up, Huddle?
What's going on?
Hut.
If you don't know, if you didn't see earlier, FD Huddle has a new show.
I think I saw it on your.
Tuesdays.
I saw it on your. I saw it on your page. I gotta check that out. Oh, saw that.
I mean, it's National Eve. You know how we feel about National.
I saw some preliminary footage of people hitting the shows, saying that they were cutting some deals. This is a question I think it's going to be a great event. It's always a great event. But the question I have is, are people going to be there the entire event? I've already seen some people say they have one dinner in them and they want to know where to go. So are some people planning to compact their time there and then get out? It looks like probably Friday and Saturday would be the key days. But it'd be interesting to see what's going on. Jerry, we got Jerry in the house. Jerry, I will not be there. I will not be there. I know it's going to be in Chicago the next 2 years. I will hope that I'm there in the next 2 years at some point, but I will not be there this time. But I know you're going to enjoy yourself. I can't wait to see the footage that you all bring. I want to see your perspective, who you're talking to. I just want to follow. So Imani and I were rapping the other day for a little bit. I'm super excited that you all are doing what you're doing, and I can't wait to view it.
Yeah. You're gonna see the real National coming from them.
That's what I'm saying. This is my point.
You're gonna see the fluff, the edited fluff. You're gonna see what's deals being made.
No one can tell me I made a deal and my videographer just happened to go to the bathroom. No one can tell me that. I'm actually gonna see the deal or the conversation or whatever it may be.
It's gonna be a real deal, not a
it's gonna be a real deal. It's not gonna be like, we selling this card. Good. Oh, go ahead. Get that card back, man. Go ahead. It's not gonna be that.
That's gonna be an exclusive.
Breed, are you going down to the National?
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be going down either. I got a lot of stuff going on.
I understand. We understand.
Yeah.
So they voting for Detroit or Atlanta. So I want your perspective why people should vote to come to Detroit over going to Atlanta.
Well, I can answer part of that too. Go ahead, New Breed, and I'll back you up.
Well, I mean, we definitely got a come up. We got great downtowns and great events and stuff like that. So I know people are gonna have a good time because there's so much stuff that you can do down here.
And talk about your convention center.
Yes. The convention centers and everything.
Oh yeah,
it's
the
downtowns, the river walks, and we just right across Canada. So it's a lot of stuff.
And you're not far from certain suburbs of Detroit,
exactly,
that are cool to be in and hang out in, and so I mean Detroit would be real nice to me. Yeah. I don't know enough about Atlanta. From a convention center standpoint, I've never been in a large function like that in Atlanta. What I do like about Detroit is that, again, it's centrally located. So you got people out LA, I can get there, New York can get there, Houston can get there. It's very close to a lot of major cities in America. It's not like I'm campaigning for Detroit, but to me, if you're gonna put it in Atlanta, that you should be coming to LA.
Oh yeah.
So
because it's crazy because we actually just had like a spectacular a couple months ago, Detroit spectacular where had cards and like conventions and stuff.
I watched some content from there. Oh yeah. Now, what convention center was that in?
That was in. Was it Livonia or Troy?
Oh, okay.
It was somewhere around them areas, but they had like a 3-day event.
Yeah,
so they had a lot. They had a lot of people.
And the footage I saw, the space looked very nice.
It is very.
So, John, the question is, what would you vote for, Detroit or Atlanta?
Listen, I'm always for staying in Chicago. I think I don't know who wants to really be in Atlanta in August. In that heat, in the mosquitoes.
With them blowflies.
No, you saw they mosquitoes. They mosquitoes.
Yeah.
But I mean, Detroit. I know Detroit's got a growing area with their downtown. You got the casinos.
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest selling points, like I said, it's easy for the Canadians to come.
Sure.
So you talk about getting more international with it, getting more people. It's really easy for the Canadians to fly over and get to Detroit as well as us. So, Atlanta's cool, but if it goes in Atlanta, you're going to have. It's going to benefit, Cards HQ the most if it goes down to Atlanta.
I
think they'll be heavily involved with trying to get promotion and people there, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. So I think Midwest works best because it's easy for both coasts, right? You can fly directly into Chicago. You can fly directly into Detroit from East Coast, no matter what. They all got major airports that fly directly in.
I just wonder what some of the barriers, like how expensive are some of these convention centers and what other things are involved?
I think the barrier with LA is the union. I think that may be the biggest barrier with LA that we don't talk about is the union. You've had
I remember a couple of years ago, GTSM had an autograph show here. Mm-hmm. Had Magic, had Kareem, but I haven't seen nothing before that or really since that. So it might be.
You had Burbank on before, and they tell you, everything has to go through the union, and that costs. You can't even bring your own chairs in.
Yep.
The union has to bring in everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that makes a difference. That's extra table fees, extra show fees.
Or they could just come out and have a show on the beach. You know what I'm saying? Put up some tables. Come kick it. It's funny that nobody in the hobby's ever tried that. Let's do a show on the beach.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
Good idea. No, the National. Seen some deals. Seen a couple people buy a couple Jordan cards. Some deals posted. Seen a lot of groups trying to do meetups and make deals off IG. So I think it's gonna be fun. I just hope everybody has deodorant and hand sanitizer.
The deodorant thing is very interesting.
Yeah, it's not more interesting than the hand sanitizer though, because you're gonna be shaking a lot of hands, and a lot of people don't wash their hands.
You ain't lying.
A lot of hands.
And you're shaking a lot of hands. Yes, the most way to get sick, as my daughter tells me, you make sure I'm washing my hands. That's how you get sick. So
you ain't lying. You got to always keep some on you.
And it's probably on Friday and Saturday going to be so packed where it's going to be hard to probably get through certain aisles in certain parts of the show. So, because they typically have your memorabilia, and then they have your vintage, and then they have your modern tables and stuff. Get pretty packed. I still am looking forward to. I know now they have the website, which is a breakthrough where you can see where New Breed's table is, where Big Jon's table is. But I would love for us to get to the point, and I know this is not easy. It takes a lot of work from the vendors to do. Where a show moves to, if I want Jerry Stackhouse cards, I can see everybody that's selling Jerry Stackhouse cards. I know exactly where to go. When we went, we were looking for stuff, and G and I were kind of splitting up, like in the same section, and looking for certain cards, circling, and then shouting over people. I see something over here, stuff like that. But you almost have to be on the move and scan tables, and especially when that thing gets hot Thursday night, Friday. Also, the National is having 3 sanctioned, what do you call them? Trade nights.
Trade nights.
Yeah, where if you have a ticket to the show, you can get into the trade. And when I went 3 years ago, you could say I'm gonna go to Chicago and only go to the trade night. So you could go kick it during the day in Chicago and then come to the trade night. And these trade nights are not like I've been to Burbank, and this is no disrespect to anyone, The National is a place that I've been where you can see the same high-end cards that you see in the show sitting in front of someone at a table.
Mm-hmm.
You can find whatever you want. What's also cool about the National, if someone hasn't been, is that if you have a card or cards that you're looking for, you can. I know Dallas is like this as well. You and other shows, or Chantilly is like this, but you can come to this show and find what you're looking for, typically, and then decide if you want to pay the price. But that card is most likely there. I don't care what card it is. So if you say I want a 52 Mantle and I want a certain grade, that card is there.
It is there. The one thing Wolf Mascot does that, FD.
Does what?
Where they have vendors upload the inventory and you can go search and
Mascot does that?
Yeah.
But you still have to have that vendor put that information in.
Right. That's the vendor put the information
Thank you, Jared.
I know they have the Ludix app, and that's how people will be able to figure out where they are and what they're going.
Now that's breakthrough. So let's just say when you're in this environment, to know where you are in comparison to another location is key, or you're just walking around. And you can put down 30,000, 35,000 steps in a day up in that place.
And then, like Huddle says, you got they have the upstairs this year.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen that, so I would love to. That's got to really add room to this because I have never experienced that. Never been upstairs.
But I think who's going to be hot, right? Is it just going to be football? It's going to be
well. Hold on. Let me go through these right quick. Jerry says funky. Jerry, I want to be asking you. I want to ask you, Imani and Yabo, because I'm going to ask you all. And let me do this right. Jerry, Imani, and Yabo, their podcast is going to stream live for the entire time they're there, and they're going to give their perspective to what they see, what they're interacting with, who they're talking to, everything. So you can tune in and just roll. You can roll with them throughout the entire event, which is going to be cool. So I want to make sure everybody knows that setup. But
I just want to know how much I got to donate to make Jerry do karaoke at the National on the floor.
Jerry singing? Jerry singing like that?
Oh, so you ain't seen Jerry lives on TikTok? You know, you niggas donate to get him to do a couple songs.
Okay. Jerry serenading, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, so I just want to hear what is the comp situation like? What are people selling cards for? At what prices?
I mean, I gotta imagine people are going to be high because they're going to
be crazy high.
Yeah, because people are going to pay it.
But
for rare things,
people, you said, but
what you said? Rare things.
Yeah. But a buyer should keep in mind this is a buyer's market. Don't be fooled, people. And I'm not hating on any vendors out there. I'm just telling you, this is a buyer's market.
Hey, I think the only thing that you can name your price on are one-on-ones, right?
I agree with that
because it's a seller's market. It doesn't matter if this is another one of another brand or different color. This is only one of this one. And if you're going to get it up off me, you got to pay my price.
Especially if you're talking about those few hard-hitting brands.
Mm-hmm.
They're well to you going. You know,
one-on-one Bowman Superfractor, yeah, max and a couple extra $100 for it.
Yeah, you got to pay up on those. But then those cards don't move. They hit your PC, and if you want to flip, they still don't move. So Jerry killing it online. Oh, okay.
Jerry killing it online.
Is Jerry talking about Jerry in third person?
That's probably.
Go ahead, Jerry. Jerry killing it online. Mike, baseball card collector, said prices on vintage were very high. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I also want to see if you're not hitting Beckett and PSA today, tomorrow, and Thursday, you might as well you're going to submit and probably have them just send it back to you. You go to these kind of shows, you got to be hitting that thing early. I remember one year we were in line on Thursdays, and I think we got our cards back Saturday. So, and they're bombarded back there.
Yeah,
bombarded.
I think the CGC may be busier than everybody because they're the cheapest price.
I could see that, especially if he just has some changes.
Yeah. You want to get into that? SGC changes?
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's dive in.
Newbie, you already know what me and FD think about these changes. We seen it coming a mile away.
Yeah, we walked down this.
It was bound to.
We walked this thing down to the T before it was announced. Way before.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Y'all called it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all called it. And look at it now.
That's really the only way to go, right? You can't keep Turner and another guy talking. That's just not how it's going to go. But let's ask this question. This is a question I had, and we were talking around here. If you have 100,000 or more, 50,000 or more in vintage in the SGC slab, what are you thinking right now?
Keeping it.
Yeah, you're going to keep it. But what's going to happen to that slab?
Don't matter. Vintage. Don't matter vintage in that slab. That's where you go with grade.
Let me throw some hypotheticals to you now. So if you have a 52 mantle sitting in the SGC slab, and there's no longer an SGC, you keeping that card in that slab?
Yeah, because the value's going to go up. It's the highest the mantle is sold has been in the SGC slab. And if you can't get another one in the SGC slab, it's just going to go up.
You know that's unprecedented. I don't disagree with you, but you know that's unprecedented. No one is walking around buying extinct slabs right now. Just unprecedented territory. And if I had a lot of dollars in that, I just got to feel a certain way.
I'm not crossing over a mantle SGC 10 to PSA unless I'm Nat. It's going to be a PSA 10 too, right?
We got a match. Yeah, at that point, you have to. You change your grading scale at PSA to really move closer to SGC when we talk about centering. So you almost have to match. So if you got an SGC 6, that's a PSA 6. And that's going to streamline it. Everybody's probably pretty happy with that. Some small fee for handling, logistics, whatever. Everybody's probably pretty happy with that. And now you have vintage slabs and PSA slabs. And the market changes a little bit because you see more at a table that's PSA.
Mm.
If they do that, then everybody's smiling. But if they do anything other than that, if I could send you a 6 and now it's a 4, no.
Yeah, you know that's how they're gonna do it.
I feel like that's
they ain't gonna grade for grade.
Nah,
and say we equal.
So then, Big Jon, I would have to keep it in the slab. It's not going anywhere. I would have to.
What really concerned me is the wordplay that the CEO was doing when he was on his podcast round. I think it's Ryan Hodge or Hodge, whatever. And he's like, "Oh, we just want it to be boutique." No, you want it to go away. Boutique say I don't want to. That means I don't want to bother with it.
Yeah.
I want everything coming where we already invested the bulk of our money into.
Yes.
And
he doesn't want to manage 2 brands and 2 ways of communicating with people, and he doesn't want to and keep showing a brand that's dead. He doesn't want to do that. No interest in that.
No. Have a business.
It's going to be interesting, huh? Well, we're all subject to this. If we grade with anybody, like I got cars in BGS, that could go away. And then I'm sitting, what am I going to do with this card?
Does BGS make an announcement sometime during this national?
No, I don't think BGS makes any more announcements. Nobody wants an announcement. Think about any aspect of your life. Do you want somebody to give you an answer? Do you want your cable company to tell you through a video that we're raising your prices? Nobody wants that. People don't like change anyway.
But if I'm BGS, I'm doing what you said. Hey, send your SECs over to hit me. Crack it. If it's an SEC 10, it's gonna be a BGS 9.5.
But how do you promote that though? Like, if you're not PSA, do you promote that? Do you come up with a campaign on that?
They should. I mean, SEC is just going to exist, as sad as that sounds, right? Who now thrives and becomes a true number 2? And in 3 years, 5 years, when that happens, the collectors just buy them too.
It's really time for BGS to make a move. Do something.
CGC, somebody
needs to make a move.
The highway is open. Yeah, the distance to reach PSA is far and wide.
Very far.
But the highway is open to increase and make money and do some innovative things in the hobby. Right? And try to be innovative.
Car asks a question here. Hey guys, what car show nationwide do you consider the blackest show?
So I've only been shows in Connecticut. So I would say maybe Culture Collision. What I'm saying, maybe Culture Collision. I know it's not Dallas. Definitely know it's not Burbank. Yeah, it's in Atlanta. We know that's the blackest city in America.
Per capita.
So
Zerny said, "What's up, fam? What's up, Zerny?
What's up, Zerny?"
Jerry says he's cracking stuff. Very cool. BGS should pick up SGCP. I'm pretty sure Pete signed something.
Yeah,
pretty sure he was sliding over his non-disclosure or no compete. They were sliding over some kind of check. So as soon as that happened, Pete won't be involved for probably. Yeah, Jerry says Culture Collision. Jerry's been there. I'm gonna go with what Jerry said. ATL. Jerry, how often do you go to Cars HQ or people that you're around? I always wondered, is that a tourist spot? Are people in Atlanta? Are people driving to that from other places in the South? Let me know what you've heard. If I were Pete, I would be on the phone with BGS the minute the non-compete ends. That's probably several years. He probably might be. But then his services, the hobby will be here. His services are still going to be in wide demand. His knowledge is still going to be something he can apply to whatever company we're talking about. But it's probably several years. I bet you if we knew how Pete was taken care of, we would all be like, I'm not talking to anybody. He was taken care of.
I don't think he's going to do anything for a while.
No.
But I would tell you, he should. Some company who wants to improve their customer service, doesn't even have to be a hobby, should be on the phone with him. Period. Some company who needs a transparent CEO, somebody whose customer service and business practices oriented,
I met Pete in person at the Mint, the first Mint. Very approachable, very cool guy. You could talk to him about anything. He was walking around and he was even at AGS's table talking about grading cars and just the hobby in general. Culture Collision is more about bringing sneakerheads and others together. Huddle has been there, so I respect what Huddle's saying. I try not to talk about stuff that I haven't been there, so I like to listen to those who are well informed. Jerry says, every time you are in Atlanta, I make money time. I buy from HQ. So, well, There you go. Because I've always wondered that. Like, is that a? I would think it's like Burbank here. So I see. CC is an okay Coach Collision, okay show, not a great show. Newbury, do you go to some of the? I know Detroit has some small shows, stuff like that. Do you go to that stuff?
I haven't been to it yet. I know they do have a lot of those shows, especially downtown. But I think
they have more. I know they have more than when I was there.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, because I was just saying here, like when I was in Detroit, because I was watching that show. A vlogger had put it up, and I was like, man, when I was in Detroit, I didn't go to any of this. Wasn't even, wasn't really that kind of atmosphere.
Yeah.
And even Chicago, historically, there's more shows now. Back in the day, there was like 3 or 4 shows, and that's really all I remember.
Yeah. Chicago has a lot.
There was always some smaller stuff in a hotel. Like they would turn a banquet area. I remember I saw Mark Grace years ago and Andre Dawson in different places, but it was South Side and in like a Holiday Inn and a certain part of the. It's just funny how different shows were back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was some cards, but memorabilia ran it. What signing guests you had there ran it. Now not so much.
Yeah, so many different places they had people with sports memorabilia and signings and everything. So it has changed tremendously.
Well, now we got everybody questioning any autograph. Is that real?
Yeah.
Did he really sign that? It'd be interesting to get some perspective. Jerry, when you're out and about, it'd be interesting to see what our memorabilia dealers thinking about this information that just came out. And is it affecting the way they're selling or anything? That'd be interesting to hear. How's that going?
They need proof.
Big Jon.
Nowadays, you can generate proof.
Yeah, you sure can.
Yeah, you can. That's what's crazy. You really can.
Reuse it. I can reuse a real video a bunch of different times.
Yeah. Fake documents. You can do all this kind of stuff.
Stamp an autograph on top of another one. It's some crafty people out there for sure. It's crafty.
Big Jon. What else we want to talk about here? What's up with the Dallas Cowboys?
Is that a real question? It's the Dallas Cowboys being the Dallas Cowboys.
So within 1 week of camp, Michael Parsons ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna get raw with it. We shouldn't pay his ass. Then you got Jerry Jones' son, who played ball at Arkansas when Arkansas was trash. He breaking down talent levels and talking about who is and who ain't what. He wouldn't even have that job if his father wasn't the owner. And nobody has talked about Dak Prescott.
He talking like a slave owner.
Yeah, you walk around saying that dude over there ain't working hard enough.
Get to your job, boy.
Don't have no water.
Listen. I'm not even gonna say that. Never mind. I'm QPG.
Wow.
You know what Jerry really looking for to pay him. You on that Diddy time.
Yeah, the Cowboys, man, that's something else. They've been in camp a week, and it's not even that far away from me, and I have no thoughts of going to that camp.
So, I think it's real interesting because you don't want to pay. We know he's gonna break down and paying him anyway. This is what he's gonna do.
It has to.
Because as much control Jerry Jones thinks that he proved it by paying Dak last year that he don't have. He's going to buckle down and just give him the money. Because you got to keep the brand strong. Right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that like the third highest evaluated sports team in all of the U.S.?
Yep.
You got to keep the brand strong. But sadly enough, I think people holding Joe Milton cards are going to have a good chance to unload them at some point this season. I think at some point this season he's going to start a game. And if you have his cards, you're going to be able to put them on eBay, put them on Instagram, and get rid of them real quick.
And I got a lot of his cards too.
I don't think he's a bad quarterback prospect. They got him out of New England last year because at certain points in the offseason last year, he was outplaying Drake May. They already committed to Drake May.
Yes, he was.
So you can't. People want him to play last year here, so they can't have that.
Mm-hmm.
The same reason why you will see Shedeur either get cut or get traded at some point before the end of the year.
Don't tell that to people. They think he already going to be the week 1 starter.
But that's why he's going to get cut or traded.
This is my point. If the Cleveland Browns have a historical record of being horrible from top down, all right? So if they cut him or he's QB1, they still don't know what they're doing as an organization.
Right.
They can't assess talent.
No.
I'm not believing anything they're saying. When your last championship was 1965, I'm not believing anything that you're telling me. So if you tell me Shedeur Sanders is trash, I'm not believing that. Mm-hmm. If you tell me I'm going to make him QB1, my next question is for how long? Because you're going to flip-flop and do all kind of stuff. This cat, what's the dude from Oregon? What's that guy's name?
Dylan Gabriel.
Gabriel might be starting at some point. And I don't believe in him at all. I didn't believe in him in college. I don't believe in him now. So Cleveland, and then did you hear the owner? We've never seen him do an interview. At least I haven't. But he's up today talking about we didn't really plan to draft Shedeur. That was the GM's decision. So we all went with that. But he had his hands on his hips and like, bro, if Shedeur was not on your roster, no one's talking to you.
Nope.
You're irrelevant right now. There's nothing to talk to you about when it concerns football. Maybe we want to talk about your core business where you made these millions to own this team or these billions. Then we'll talk to you. But dude's not talking about football.
Yeah, and the only other thing he could be talking about is them re-signing Myles Garrett.
That's it. And that's the guy who said, I don't want to be here until we wasted money. And then he said, I might be here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can pay me to stay.
Well, you got exceptional athletes now getting paid to not ever win a championship. That's basically what they get paid for.
Yeah, I don't want to say no name. Devin Booker.
Yeah. Exactly. He signed a 2-year deal to do nothing, like to go to the bank, and that's about it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's what we're doing. I would like to know, did Devin Booker test the market and realize I probably should just stay in Phoenix?
No, he's always said he wants to play for Phoenix Suns only.
Why?
Because they just gave him $70 million. That's why.
And it was so many people here that wanted him to play for the Pistons. They like, well, give him there. He liked to wear the D hats and all that. That still don't mean that he want to come here.
Wait, isn't he? Is he from Detroit?
He's from Grand Rapids.
That's right. He's from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew that. Yes.
Yeah, because I think like last month, I think he threw the first pitch of the Tigers game.
Yeah, yeah, he's from that area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it just shows that a lot of these players, they just care more about the money more than they do about winning.
I think they realize there's only going to be a certain amount of people that win. Could be a lot of people that get paid, and there can be people that's overpaid. But if I have two or three good seasons, I'm going to get that money. So why not? What do y'all think of some NBA draft pick this year? Unnamed. I think it's Ace Bailey. That said they don't want to play with LaMelo Ball. Why would if you're a guy in college, you're coming out and you say, I don't want to have any parts of LaMelo Ball.
Have you watched him play? I'm serious. My thing about LaMelo Ball is he's so talented, but unserious about it.
Well, yeah, I think he's unserious about many parts of life. Basketball is just one of them.
I said this for a group of young men that grew up in a unit household, mother and father, to see the two oldest ones have no interest in having a regular family it's just baffling to me.
Hold up, you said the two oldest ones have no interest in what?
Having a regular unit of a family. They creating all these kids and not staying with the women.
You know, I hadn't thought of that. You do have a point.
Coming from mother and father and seeing how your father
right.
loved your mother.
You're right.
And you just not trying to find somebody to love like that. You know, we always say, you know, as man with kids, you know, to show your sons or daughters how to love somebody, how to love about your, like, and you see that, like, say what you want about LeVar Ball as the personality. But as the dad, as the husband, you can't say too many bad things about that.
No.
Undefeated. Never lost. Never lost.
You know, when you go to the circus and the person comes out with the mega horn and they're talking about the show, that's LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything. He's just marketing his people in his own way. So I've never had a problem with him. I actually think he's comedy. So
I just don't understand that aspect of their lives, but hey, you know, that's not for me to understand. But when you talk about talent, I think LeVar Ball is talent. I don't think he takes it serious enough that you're supposed to. Right? With the amount of talent that he has. Is he the most talented? No. If you just go, who's more talented? LaMelo Ball or Brandon Ingram? Top of your head.
I like Brandon Ingram. I think he lacks motivation in other areas, but skill set, I like Brandon Ingram. Who do you like?
That's a tough one. That's a tough
both
one.
Really talented. Both
very talented.
Not serious or motivated to actually win.
I would say talent wise, I would say LaMelo Ball. I would say I think Brandon Ingram has reached his peak at what he can do. He's just always going to be this type of player. But they both have injury issues, and I can't trust either one of them.
But when you
Hector says LaMelo can do more. When Big Jon does his thing, I want Hector to tell us what is that? What more is it? Go ahead.
So you look at what is Brandon Ingram, like 6'8", 6'9"?
Yeah, about 6'9".
His talent, most of his upside comes from being that tall. Right? But when you see them on the court, there's no intensity to their game. There's no seriousness to either one of those games.
Nope.
Right? They can get a bucket, right? They can try to play defense, but they both look like lights on, but I'm thinking about what I'm doing when I get out of here.
That's right. They seem distracted. That's what I'm saying. Ingram seems distracted.
Yeah.
For some reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you said what you want about somebody like Kawhi Leonard, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he on that court, that's all it is. I'm playing basketball.
I agree.
On Johnny Bass, like, is he the most talented? Was he? Would you ever consider him top 20 as a talent in the NBA from just pure skill wise? Probably not. But he's a killer. You definitely don't want to be across from him. He's gonna give you that, and that's like Devin Booker takes the game more seriously than LaMelo Ball, and that's saying a lot.
It is saying a lot. Where's Bradley Beal going? Do we know?
Clippers.
Oh, that's right.
With the Clippers.
Everybody and their mama going to the Clippers.
That's right.
Clippers trying to win, or are they trying to fill that stadium?
They're trying to fill the stadium with familiar faces and names, stay relevant, be talked about. No, not trying
they're trying to gain popularity more than the Lakers, which ain't gonna happen. But they're trying to be more popular than the Lakers.
A lot of uncles on the team. Just doing this, you know. We all know. People said Chris Paul's gonna make Wemby better. Did he make him better? No. He's with the Clippers now. They're saying that he's gonna. If that dude plays 35 games, I'm shocked.
He played 82 last year.
I know. He about due for something. He didn't play 82 with the Warriors.
Nope.
So I wish him the best, though. It'd be good for him to really end his career with the Clippers. Then go in the Hall of Fame. I mean, that's where he's at right now.
And shout out to James Harden for cutting that beard.
Oh, he cut his beard.
Is that photo real? That photo was real.
It's overdue.
Hey, listen.
You tell me, I thought it was AI. I thought it was. I
thought it was too.
That photo. Oh, they ain't winning nothing. They ain't winning nothing. He cut that beard. I don't care what you say.
And have him as a point guard.
This photo right here?
Huh?
Is it this photo?
No, it's a new one.
No, it's when he like in his jersey. It's like he clean shaved, and it's like he got a little bald in the area.
Okay.
He had no braids, hair slicked back.
Yeah.
It's like overdue, man.
Yeah. It's just them Clippers. I just don't know.
No, man. Like I said, we talked about before. Every year can't be winning a championship. Sometimes you just got to be relevant in whatever way. Sometimes you got to pull out the carnival at. You got to sign everybody over 35 and just see what happens. Fulfill these contracts, and you could be at 8th seed, 9th seed, play in, nothing. But at least you could say, man, the old guys tried. They gave it a try.
Yeah, but that West is going to be stacked. It's going to be crazy.
I wonder who Golden State is going to add to that roster. Clippers are cursed, but that owner is ultra wealthy, and he would keep throwing money at the team till they win a ring. I agree with that. See, Hector and I will agree on things, man. I agree with that. That's what Bomber's all about, man. Passion. I need to get down there and see a game, though. I've been in the stadium, just haven't seen a game there. It is amazing, though.
I can imagine.
So when is Caitlin Clark talking about? They gave me word on that?
Nah, I think she's still day to day.
Probably. So her injury is pretty serious.
They got a lot of injuries in the WNBA. Now it's getting ridiculous.
It's hard. I mean, it's their game seems to be. I mean, it's very fast paced. People are jumping. Yeah, I just hope when we get to the playoffs, we got something to watch.
Yeah, I mean, you have Liberty with a lot of injuries. Minnesota catching an injury bug. So,
who's the best player in the WNBA right now? Who's the MVP?
MVP is the piece of Caldwell.
Yep. I agree.
Yep, I agree too.
I agree.
I mean, it's hard for me to say she better than Asia, but she gonna win the MVP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's gonna win. Aces have kind of slipped as a total organization. I wonder how much some of their coaches gonna be there.
Becky, next another year.
Yeah, she is extremely frustrated. Extremely.
That's how long the Dallas Wings coach gonna be there? Because
no, not long. If he makes it through the season, not long. Yeah, people are starting to look at him like, well, he looks unsure of himself on the sidelines. He looks unsure of himself. I don't even know his background, but let's see how long this cat's been
going. Make some changes for sure.
With all the players, look at him when he make a play call. They look flabbergasted.
They almost look like the Lakers. That's how LeBron was looking at him.
Somebody said Paige had the worst coaching downgrade in the history of sports.
Wow. I
mean, you got a Gino to this. That's like going from Nick Saban to a Bears coach.
Right.
Hey, man, this guy has been coaching for long. 2019, 2022, he was a defensive coordinator with the Connecticut Sun. 2023, he was a defensive coordinator with the LA Sparks. From 23 to 24, he was an assistant coach at USC. Now he's with Dallas Wings. He's not ready for that, man.
No.
So I will tell you that if he was part of the defense of strategy for the Connecticut Sun, that's probably his strength. Because when they were making it to the playoffs and making runs at the championship, their calling card was their defense. Right? That's on like page 3 or 4 of their manual. We gonna play defense.
Yep.
It's interesting that they call the position defense coordinator. Because they don't use terms like that in the NBA.
No. Nope.
Yeah, they don't. But like Stackhouse on the Warriors, that's the defensive coordinator, right?
Yep.
He putting in his defensive plans, game in, game out.
What is Mike Brown going to do with the Knicks?
Nothing.
Yeah, no, I said that too. His initial press conference was very interesting.
My thing with Mike Brown is he won with LeBron, but I mean, what coach ain't won with LeBron?
But he got his claim to fame being an assistant with San Antonio.
Yeah.
So he is. I mean, yeah, I agree. Who hasn't won with LeBron? And yeah, I just don't see. I don't see him handling the New York media well. His comments with questions are like,
they should play better defense.
Well, Cat's got to get Cat. Him and Cat are not gonna make it, man.
Nah, Kevin Fox to make, but like you can get the best out of Fox. I don't know how you get more out of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, they're gonna clash.
You can't, but you chose to have 2 players with Brunson that are not offensive players, and they're on the court a lot. So that means
I think a lot of it's gonna change.
Oh, it has to. It has to.
I think you'll have Brunson, Mikal, Cat as your starters because all 3 of them can score.
Who is Hart?
Off the bench.
Okay. Because him or Mikal need to come off the bench. It's one of them. Him or Mikal Bridges need to come off the bench.
In today's game, I don't think it's good for Mikal to come off the bench.
Okay.
Like he can defend and he will score when needed.
I get it.
Like I told you 2 years ago, the Warriors should have got him instead of Wiggins. Should have traded Wiggins for him.
Yes, you did.
Right?
Well, I like Wiggins. That dunk
on. I like me some Wiggins too, but I'm just looking to the future. They won a championship, taking it to the Warriors. That small forward position is the most important position in Steve Kerr's game plan.
Yes, least important is the center.
Least important center. But if you have an elite or nearly or small forward, you can get by. You can win it.
Mm-hmm.
But to the Knicks, yeah, I would have the guy that had playing center last year, starting center, Cat at the 4, Mikal, and then sub Josh Hart out at the 2 for somebody else. They don't have to. That 2 don't have to be an elite. It's got to be a good shooter, not an elite scorer.
What does Cat need to do to get better?
Mentality between the ears. Mentalities between the ears.
Okay.
Cat needs to say I want to be the best at my position.
When you see him, do you see a guy that's at the best physical condition he could possibly be in, standing up on 2 feet?
Yeah, he can be in better condition, but
okay. Let's just call it for what it is.
Okay. Yeah, but you look at AD, right? You looked in great shape. He's always injured.
Oh, he's injured, but he doesn't come across like Cat. Yeah, Cat looks like sometimes in the fourth quarter, this dude's about to pass out.
Yeah. But he's
not going to be like that under Mike Brown.
Oh, no.
He won't be playing 40 minutes, though.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, everybody got minutes cuts when they got rid of Tibbs.
Yeah, everybody going to get a little blow.
Everybody cut up.
Yeah, they're going to have to, because that's always been the issue with the Knicks and Thibodeau, because it's that they play him too much.
But that's always the issue with Tibbs.
Yeah.
Tibbs should be an assistant coach. He's an excellent assistant coach. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, people are good at what they do. There's nothing wrong with that.
But we ain't got no more text from us.
Let me get this. Hector says, like Mayweather, he was a massive marketer. Talking about Ball. Yeah, Mayweather was, I know you're close to Grand Rapids right now, but Mayweather was.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't understand how you train Oscar De La Hoya to beat your son. That just don't. That just doesn't. Whenever I see him, I'm like, and then you in the corner coaching him about what? I know this guy. Ooh, Clippers are cursed, but that owner is ultra. So we talked about that. Hector said, you guys already discussed the Doncic pick. No, we haven't. Is he really in shape? I just have a question. Some people throughout my day were talking about this, and I just asked the question. We're in year 8, talking about if a guy's in shape or not.
Really? Well, you just got done talking about Cat shape, so
No.
Both sides of the coin.
No. I'm saying Cat should be. An organization said, motherfucker, you need to get in shape. That's 2 totally different things.
Trying to take that LeBron method.
Yes, get in shape. We're going to send you out of town.
Hey, man, that look like Ozempic to me.
The pictures are cool, but we're in year 8.
That look like Ozempic to me.
Hey, though, you know that's not eating and sleeping and drinking water.
Okay, all I'm going to say is, does being skinny make him want to play defense?
Does it make him want to play defense?
No.
And does he now, just because you lost weight, don't mean you have the stamina to play a whole game? Does it get you? Are you in basketball shape, Luka? We'll see.
And then you've been overseas. Now you back to LA. These steakhouses and wine. Fast food burgers you're gonna be eating all over again.
I personally think Luka was doing something more than that. I don't believe this is just food related, man. I think Luka had a life. There's something that he's doing that the Dallas Mavericks know and they don't want to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it has it has nothing to do with burgers, fries, smoking cigars, smoking weed, eating brats with pig skin. It has nothing to do with that. It has something to do with something else. Because there was a statement made that I haven't heard repeated that on ESPN that the organization could not believe in him long term. And I don't think it has anything to do with food. And this is why Luka was looking at that Jumbotron. When Luka was returned back for that game and was looking at the Jumbotron crying, it's something that's not. It just doesn't add up, man. There's something off there. That there'll probably be a documentary made 15 years from now that gets into this, but it's off. Why is this dude crying? Who leads the team is crying?
Yeah, and they always
no crying in basketball.
No crying in basketball. Definitely not getting dropped because of your weight.
And Nico Harrison is always going to be the villain of that. But he
might be proven to be the genius.
Yeah.
Nico Harris. Okay. I'm going to say this. And I'm going to say that was an owner-to-owner trade. Nico Harris is just the face of the villain. Okay. Dr. Doom is the new owners of Dr. Doom. Okay?
Okay.
He did what he was supposed to do.
I got a question. What are the Lakers going to be like when Magic Johnson takes back over? Because after this season, there's no more. What's the GM name now right now?
Pelinka?
Rob Pelinka.
Rob Pelinka's gone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Magic's taking back over where he was before, and he's going to put a squad together. That's what I want to see. This year, okay, Luka's on Ozempic, allegedly, respectfully, and doing his thing. Okay, I want to see what it's like when Magic comes back.
So, what do we think about Bron and Jokic, your agent, talking on a boat together? Bron,
I got some predictions about that. I believe I believe that they were talking about Maverick Carter's and LeBron's league coming up. Mm-hmm. Who's going to be playing in that league? And I also have a prediction that league itself and how it competes with the NBA and how it's going to compete with the NBA on talent is going to end up being LeBron James's downfall. And then we find out what he's really having for breakfast. Allegedly and respectfully.
Skeletons come out the closet.
What's that?
All the skeletons come out the closet?
Yes, because the NBA will say we made you and we will break you. That's gonna be like when I first heard of this league, I thought to myself, okay, you just saw what Ice Cube went through.
Mm-hmm.
You think this ain't coming for you?
Mm-hmm.
They actively try to stop Cube.
And you know what they're doing? He's trying to say, oh, this is Maverick Carter's league. I'm just consulting him. It's not my league. Because I still play over here. And I'm getting $59 million next year. So it can't be my league. And I'm not organizing anything. That's Maverick. That's not going to work, bro. No. But, at least he wants to do something with basketball. But it's not. I don't think that's going to be a clean working space.
Mm.
So what y'all
think about how Bronny gonna be?
Come on, man. Come on.
Uh-oh, did I start something?
I think, if LeBron goes somewhere, Bronny's got to be a part of that package.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me pull something up here. Let's just talk about this.
So Hector says, do we think weight is a big of an issue for Luka's style of play? Because he's not quick or explosive in any way.
I don't think he was ever really explosive like that.
That's not his game. That's not his game.
He's always been like slow and steady type. That's always been his game.
Yeah, and he goes to those corners and he shoots the shot. That's not his game at all. So He's never been quick. So let's see if he gets quick. This reminds me, though, we've seen Luka in shape, though, his rookie year. Luka was thin. He was more agile. I read something the other day that he has a 42-inch vertical. We all know he doesn't have. He doesn't have. He's never had that in his life. He's never had a 42-inch vertical. If that was the case, he's jumping and touching the top of the square on the backboard. At 6'8", there's no way.
No.
You know what I always hated? It's how verticals are measured.
Well, what is it like? What do you don't like about it?
Because you don't measure how high your feet get off the ground. You measure how high your arms can touch.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I got a 7-foot wingspan, it doesn't matter if I only jump 10 inches off the ground, I'm just going to hit 40, 42, 43.
But right. Don't you start? I thought you. No, okay, you're probably right. You don't start on your standing, number, and then you subtract your jump number. They don't do that. It's just so many inches off the ground on the tag.
Yes, so many inches off, how many you hit your hand.
Okay.
It's not how many inches your feet are actually off the ground. That's my vertical. Like I can get off the ground, just so I can reach the top of the backboard. I mean, I'm actually jumping out. I'm just long limbed.
Y'all ever had your vertical tested?
Yeah.
What was yours?
Don't ask me. I don't remember.
I was 20.
High school.
I was 28 inches.
Right. They subtract the height, but you see players that are 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan. Right. That's my wingspan is longer than my height.
Okay. Yep. I thought I was like jumping out of the gym at 28 inches. I remember when I played ball, I could jump with one hand and grab the rim, but I couldn't dunk because you got to get over.
Yeah, I couldn't get over and dunk.
I could grab the rim.
I think I dunked maybe like 5 times in my lifetime.
Big Jon, you were getting up.
I got up a couple times. I think I actually Sprite commercial myself 5 times too.
Huddle asked a good question. He said, "What more do you want from Cat? Cat is 21-11. I want Cat to be ready to ball in game 5, 6, and 7 in the playoffs, and not get tired. That's all. That's a lot. It's a lot of people, but the 21-11 is cool. He does this thing. He's gonna help you get there. Can he help you finish it off? That's the only question. And there's a lot of players in the NBA today. I'm not picking on Cat. Huddle. There's a lot of players in the NBA today that fall under that same question. You gonna help me get there? Or you gonna help me win this thing? But
yeah, I think he got to get stronger. He just got to be tougher to the basket. Yeah. It's been times where he couldn't go nowhere in the basket. It was like he tried to go in the post and he couldn't move.
His first step is also people are still in front of him. He's not going anywhere. He's not shaking anybody up.
So let's talk about big man. What do we think of Joel Embiid going to do when he gets back?
When is he going to be back? That's the question. I don't see him playing much. He's got bone on bone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him playing much. They'll be asking the same question February. They just don't see it. His career is probably basically in his rearview mirror.
Yeah. He's always had injury issues. Even beginning his NBA career, he's always had them issues. But certain injuries, they could take a toll on you, and you ain't gonna be the same.
Now, what does all this mean for Tyrese Maxey? Because I saw him the other day somewhere with LeBron. What does this mean for Donovan Mitchell at a camp? What does this mean for Tyrese Maxey?
Oh, Maxey might be getting replaced.
I think he's going to, but this is my point. Because these young kids are coming.
Yeah.
They don't need. Yeah.
He's getting frustrated, and you could tell him, but he's boisterous to what he think is wrong with the organization. That's one thing I like about him. He's boisterous because even when Harden was there, it was he came to Harden and said, "Hey man, the way you playing, it ain't gonna work.
Well, Harden was basically canceling him out. He was getting choked out. There's nothing he could do with a guy that's putting
Paul Pierce is going to choke him out too.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
But then he beat the same Paul George.
Yeah,
he's pretty much done. I don't expect much.
And now you got if McCain comes back, that's another person who's going to have the ball in their hands, and then Edgerton can score. He can score. He can get buckets in a hurry.
So let me just ask you this, and this is what I've seen on teams, and I don't think players think about this. If you're a Tyrese Maxey and they draft McCain, what is that telling you?
That he should be a 2?
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
If this kid pans out, you're out of here.
I think the edge comes because edge comes with 2. That says I'm out of here.
What is McCain's
a point guard. He's a point. McCain's a point.
I don't see that.
It's almost like they're trying to do them two kind of like how years ago how they did with AI Eric Snow. They kind of somewhat trying to do the same thing with McCain and Tyrese Maxey.
Well, I don't know who can. Denver could use Maxey, but they could have last year. They got him.
I think he fits in a lot of places. Definitely Denver. Yeah.
Denver.
He's a nice player.
Minnesota.
You just don't. I don't know if you can give your organization to him, but he's a nice contributor. Like take SGA out of Oklahoma City. Those other guys are nice contributors. Yeah. If Embiid is healthy, Maxey looks he's a whole different person. Whole different player.
He's a whole different player on the court.
Yeah.
But again, I like the fact that he's not scared to talk and tell people about themselves. Right?
Yeah. That's just gonna get him gone sooner. But he probably wants to be gone. Why you want to be in limbo in Philly? He's like, Max, go to Miami and ball out. And they'd be in Miami.
Yeah, there's only so much a player can do when losing, and then they just get frustrated. They want to leave.
It's cold in the wintertime. Y'all been to Philly?
Yeah. No, well, been through Philly. Ain't been to Philly.
Through passing.
I mean, it's a cool city. I'm not trying to diss people from Philly, but we talking about he could be in Miami. He could be in a lot of places.
He could be in Chicago.
He could be in Chicago.
It's Chicago. What's not the love?
Can you play him with
Kobe White?
Yeah.
I think you play anybody with Kobe White.
Because I believe Kobe White could play point guard.
Yeah.
Now, that's the guy who can play point guard.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Kobe White, personality-wise, would do as he's told.
I agree.
When we play point guard, I'll be a point guard. When we play shooting guard, get buckets, I'll be a shooting guard. I'm gonna help you win.
How old is he?
6'6".
He's 6'6"?
Like 6. I believe he's 6'2", 6'3".
That's what I thought.
6'3".
I think these organizations have a problem giving a small guard that kind of range.
I think that fro kind of make him look like he's 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's I don't. The thing with the Bulls to me,
he's 6'5".
Okay, 6'5". Okay,
he does not look that tall. Okay.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I just think they got too much going on with that team.
They don't want to win. They just want butts and seats. They don't want to win.
They're playing at best.
Hold on, people. A tsunami watch.
Uh-oh.
Huddle's telling me stuff that I don't know.
The entire West Coast in the U.S. Wow.
California under tsunami watch. There was an 8.7 quake in eastern Russia.
Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that sounds serious.
Oh, it is serious.
That sounds extremely serious. Jeez.
Okay.
Supposed to arrive at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I guess we got to be ready for that. Wow.
These earthquakes, man. I'm praying for y'all on the West Coast.
Wow. Okay. My mind shifted there.
Yeah. It happens.
And for you about what, a month away from the dry season and fires?
Yeah. It's wild stuff. It's like every 2 years. One thing I will say that they've done a better job of clearing dead trees and shrubbery and stuff alongside the highway. You see that often. There was a time you never saw that. So at least that has happened. But yeah, there's a lot going on here. Tsunami watch. LA Harbor, they're thinking 105. Santa Barbara, 1250. San Francisco, 1250. Yeah. Well, I'll reach out to both of you all tomorrow and let you know what's going on. What's happening?
Sir, please do. Please do.
He wasn't informed. I know about, message late night and what's going on. So let's speed through this so you can get prepared for that.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Comment here though. What's up with PSA not doing specials?
They don't need to.
Yeah, why would you need to? You just acquired a company and the leader walked, and where else you going?
You backed up. You backed up as it is, doing the millions of cards. You don't have the capacity to do 2 million cards a month. Why would you run a special? Now they did say they want to get back to running some specials.
They will.
They will. But all right, let's get some hobby news. What else we got? Topps Chrome, MVP buyback. Did you guys see what's going on with that?
No, what's going on with that?
No.
Judge and Ohtani are the front runners. They have base cards in there, but Cal Raleigh and Pete Armstrong are number 2 in the race, and neither one of them have base cards in Topps Chrome for the MVP buyback program. So Topps did just announce a couple days ago that if Cal Raleigh or somebody who's not doesn't have base cards in the Topps Chrome product, they will have them in Topps Chrome update for the MVP buyback program. And I know people who buy Topps Chrome just for the MVP buyback, because $20 for a base Ohtani, you can buy a lot of better product, hitting a bunch of those Ohtanis, a bunch of those judges from last year. You might pay 30, 40 extra bucks for the break to get them, but if you can make your money back easily. And even getting them sold, those base cards are going on eBay $10, $15. So if you want, I think that's big, because now update may have a chance to be a product where you chase, and update should have better rookies.
I would think so, yeah. Way better rookies.
Judge hurt. The catcher going to beat him. Hector, they want you to spend $400 minimum for 200 cards.
Have to cancel his membership. Yeah, I mean, that's people do it, right? People send 100 cards a month. It's crazy the value that some people do with grading. Think about that, spending $20,000 just to grade.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you don't do cards full time. It's like,
And then the waiting period for them to wait, people don't have the patience for it. Because you just never know.
Me and my wife were talking about this because I was trying to explain what I'm trying to do to her. And well, let's keep it real. I'm trying to talk out loud what I'm doing, what I want to do. And then she's just listening so I can have somebody to bounce my idea off of.
I do the same thing. Yeah.
But like I realized that when I'm buying cars, nothing more graded, I don't actually put grading in my car money budget.
I don't know if I do either. I think you're right.
That $20 to grade, let alone the $5-10 to ship, I don't really put that in my budget when I'm thinking about this car. I'm gonna buy it, then I'm gonna go grade it. I don't think, if my budget is $100, I need to only probably spend $40 so I can grade, with the other money and not go into my regular money.
Zerny, you don't grade cards? Somebody once told me a while ago that we all know this, but the way to really multiply your investment is to buy raw and grade. If you got a keen eye and you can understand what something will grade at, or have your magnifying glass with you and examine, it's a game changer. Just let us know like why you don't grade or why you only buy graded. I'm grading Sports Illustrated issues right now, but we'll do some cars soon. Hector, do you have that LeBron first issue holding the basketball? That's a nice issue. 2002.
I grade. I'm doing most of my grading through GameStop, as you guys know, because it's just quicker, and I'm not buying a PSA membership to grade. But also, I don't have to pay shipping. That's money I save for not having to ship the cars or pay for shipping back. Like, you just break down what you're spending your money on, right? You buy a card, and you ship it off yourself, $25, $30 to grade, plus $15 to $20 in shipping, because you got to ship it there and you got to insure it to come back to you. So, one card, about $50. Grading all together is $50. So once I kind of like sat down to myself and just thought about like, what are they expensive? What am I really, I said I never wanted to be the Excel spreadsheet guy. The more I get into it, the more I start, where this calculator at? Hold on. Is this worth it? All right, it's worth it. It's worth it to give it a risk. Then realizing like, if everything I want to grade, I want to buy multiples for them now. Because the centering is so hard to get. It's so hard with the 9s that I'm getting. I want to send 2, and hopefully 1 gets a 10. Pay for the whole thing. Then I get to keep one up. Keep one new breed.
Yeah.
I keep my 9s. I ain't gonna lie. Most of my graded collection is PSA 9s that I've graded and kept, or I bought because they were super cheap.
Yeah. And it's funny, I was talking about Kobe White. I actually just bought a graded Kobe White rookie for what? I think it was a 9.5. I think it was like $20-$25 for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. $25 for Kobe White. Okay. So you just can't have a Subway sandwich this week.
Right.
With
right.
Meal.
I'm thinking like, man, if I meet him, do I crack it and get him to sign and then resend it again?
I would think so.
On card auto.
Yeah.
I would think so.
But
yeah, because I got 2 numbered rookie cards that he signed for me. I just got to get it graded.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm sitting on like 3 or 4 autos that I need to send out to get graded, but they PC, so I just don't care that much to grade it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really slow to grade anything PC.
Sooner says, Big Jon, would you invest in a Hogan rookie card?
No. Hell no. No. So they were like, they asked me today, did I have any Hulk Hogan? I was like, I have no Hulk Hogan cards. I think I may have one that'll stand for back. I have no Hulk Hogan cards. I've seen some really nice Hulk Hogan cards. I've seen some nice Hulk Hogan rookies at EC3. I've never had a desire to own or go after Hulk Hogan.
I went to a TriStar show in Houston years ago. I saw Ricky Henderson. I saw Dave Stewart. I saw what's the home run hitter that was on steroids that played with the Texas Rangers?
Canseco?
Rafael Palmeiro. Saw all of those people.
Ooh, you don't hear that name a lot.
Yeah, you don't.
Don't.
Hogan was there. I saw him from afar. He came out and addressed the crowd, everybody screaming, but I never got his autograph. And I don't think I've ever gotten a wrestler's autograph. I don't think I have, but I didn't get Hogan's autograph. Zerny says, not familiar with it, but I have plenty of raw cards that may need to be graded. Oh, I get you. Then I understand why you haven't graded. Yeah. And I'll tell you this, before I started content, I never sent a card in the grade because when I left that grading scene, you still had the carbon copy paper and you're writing. I said to myself then, I'm never going to do that. I just can't. When I see carbon copy paper, I'm pretty much out. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Because if I mess up, then I got to write that thing over with. Now the way you can do your thing, it's like easy to submit. So at least on PSA, I haven't submitted to anybody else. Jordan's in the house. Well, another way is look at the grading for that product. See if 9 sell high or 8. Because some sets grade low and you make money still for lower numbers.
I would say it takes time for PSA to understand the considering of some sets. I don't think they grade low. I just think, like with Optic last year, a lot of Optic football, a lot of those first grades came back low. And then later on, now you're seeing more and more 10s. Same thing with 2022 WWE Prism. A lot of those initial cards you sit in got 9s, 8s. And you look at it like there's nothing wrong with the corners, there's nothing on the surface. And then now that we're 2 years out, I look at some of the grades now, cards are getting 10s. Now there's more 10s coming out. I just think it takes them sometimes to like figure out where the actual centering on this product is, especially if it's a newer product. Or when 2002 Prism came out, you had no other reference of what these cards should look like.
Yeah.
But 2023, 2024, that all got better in centering.
Yep. Who's favorite next season? Thunder, Mavericks.
Thunder.
The Mavericks have not really improved themselves. Why do people?
And Kyrie's still out. So
Kyrie's out, people. There's no. You don't think Cooper Flag is about to? It's not happening.
Who would you rather have?
And you don't know. That's when Kyrie's out. You don't know how long AD is going to be there. So that's a touch and go situation. Mavericks have the ability to be on paper very good team, but you don't know. Klay Thompson, he shed some pounds. You can see he's gotten much leaner to go the distance. I hope he does.
Well, we know why he's gotten leaner.
Oh yeah, but putting in overtime, putting in work. Get his lunch pail with him.
Yeah, yes, he does.
He got some gym motivation.
Oh yes,
everything's big in Texas.
Yeah. Yes, that's what they say. That's what they say.
So, let me ask y'all a question.
Yes, sir.
When you see these things pop up, do you think this is like PR moves?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why I'm at. Okay, because I don't believe any of it. I don't believe any of this stuff when I see it.
I would say PR move because off the top of your head, when have you ever seen somebody Klay Thompson was dating? He is notoriously private.
Yeah, it's been years. There was a point where he was like Derek Jeter at one point. Well, it was a hamster wheel.
Yeah.
Then you don't hear anything. You went in the darkness.
Yeah. He's notoriously private about his relationship. I mean, they just happened to pop out right when they popped out, and was everywhere for like a week and a half straight.
Exactly.
Working out together and playing golf. We'll see. I mean, it's entertainment, right?
I'd say they may not have a genuine connection, but like, and say what you want about Megan Thee Stallion. You if you take the time that she's been popular and people you've seen her with, you still don't get past. You don't get into your second hand that deep. It ain't that serious. People name calling her, trying to shame her. It ain't that deep. It ain't that serious.
Well, me personally, when I hear the name Megan Thee Stallion, I think of Tory Lane, and I have many thoughts that come through my mind.
Well, we just talking about people trying to call out her name and trying to say she one thing. Like, you just think about, as long as you've known her to be famous, how many guys you connect her with, and doesn't make you two hands. So y'all need to just chill and relax and let the lady live her life.
This is also my thing.
I hear you.
How many of these people really have rap careers?
Not too many.
Megan Thee Stallion is not selling music. Cardi B has an album supposedly coming out. She has had an album in 7 to 8 years. These people are not selling music. They use, I think, the rap foundation of being known and social levels to jump off into something else, but they're not. This is not. When's the last time? Can you name 3 Megan Thee Stallion songs?
No, but listen. I listen to 06 Jeezy. That's what I'm listening to.
This is my point. I'm not listening to Megan Thee Stallion, and I'm not by myself. She's not selling. You look at the numbers. She's not selling stuff.
No.
People aren't even really streaming her.
And it's a lot of these female rappers that they just not buying because they're talking about the same thing. They over sexualizing themselves and saying these lyrics and things, and it's just like ain't nobody.
Megan Thee Stallion took a easy.
All the guys.
Yes.
All the guys.
Rap in general is whack. I'm like Whitney Houston. Rap is whack. Most of these people, man, Megan Thee Stallion took.
Listen, people trying to crown the Clips album for what it sold. That album was amazing.
What's that?
The Clips album.
The Clips album is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You got a 50-year-old and a 47-year-old. People said you can't do it at that age. They're running it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I listen to this stuff. I'm catching new parts of new songs and what they're actually talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And Megan Thee Stallion took an Eazy-E beat, and nobody still listens to that. Come on. Clay don't even listen to that. You ask Clay. Clay, can you name 2 songs? I ain't listening to that.
Yeah. It's the Stallions, it's the Glorrillas, the
And let me ask you this:
they don't sell.
What was her name? Vanilla Ice or something? What was her name? Ice Spice.
Ice Spice.
She's definitely not a rapper, bro. I don't even know what she is. She's not a rapper.
She's just an influencer.
And shows up everywhere. Everywhere. So.
I was in a Atlanta 06 bag at at one day this weekend doing yard work, and I'm just listening. Fable, T.I., Young Plus. Like I'm in this yard mowing this lawn, cutting down weeds. No, like I'm just having a good time. I don't know none of these new songs. I talked to my son. You want to talk about these rappers? I'm like, bro, you need to go listen to some DMX or some G. Like, I don't know what you listen to.
Yeah, bro. Zerny said I'm betting the under on Clay this year. Draymond said Megan Thee Stallion likes shooters, so it makes sense to him.
Mm-hmm. Off the rails.
Wild, man. He's wild.
Journey says gangster and pornography new hip hop. I mean, gangster's always been hip hop.
Oh yeah,
it's always been hip hop.
Yeah, it's always been there.
Yeah, Little Kim, Foxy Brown, it's always been this way. Mm-hmm. But it's a way to storytell that.
Yeah, both of those people had talent though. There's none of that to that.
Like I used to tell people, they ask me why Jay-Z is one of my favorite rappers. Nelly's my favorite rapper, degree, if you didn't know that. All right. And I can listen to Nelly every day and only say because I can understand the stories that's being told. Mm-hmm. And I can understand you talk. Like the man had people singing about a drive-by for years. And street sweeper, Cops Ready to Let It Go. Everybody, kids, grandmas alike singing it for years. And then I don't know, oh, he talking about a drive-by.
Baby, he talking
about y'all singing y'all want a girl with manicured toes. So that's a pedicure.
Well, I look at Megan Thee Stallion. A stallion is actually a male horse.
That's true.
Well, yeah. So, can't argue with you on that one.
It doesn't add up.
We're going to pray for him.
All these people like Drake, though. They made up in a room, man. It's made up. Where did Megan Thee Stallion come from? Yeah, I don't even know her background.
Houston.
Did she win some talent show or something? And somebody said, I need to sign her.
Yeah, she won some talent shows, all right.
At 6'1", 6'2" talent show?
Yeah. Carl Edwards, right? The former baseball player. That's who signed her initially.
Yeah, that's who signed her, and that's who her first public relationship was. So we get that career right day one.
I mean,
makes sense. Makes sense.
And I think somebody got her up out that contract because I remember hearing about that story. I think Carl Crawford got a visit, got up out that contract, and she's gone with Kevin Lyles. Her and Kevin Lyles are pretty tight, so I wish Clay the best. Right. Like they asked Steph about it, and he said, I'm not one to comment on other people's relationships. Knowledge didn't know a stallion was a male horse. Yeah.
Yep.
It is. Gangsta and pornography. We talked about that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff you got to divide by 2 and carry it 4. But a lot of this stuff is just.
Yeah, that's a lot of carrying.
Yeah.
No Breed, before we got here, let everybody know where you go live at. New Breeds be on live a lot, and when you go live, where they can find you at.
Man, the New Breed 313 Sports, and also 313 the New Breed Real Talk. I talk about mainly just sports on this channel, but the Real Talk, I talk about everything from like real life things, dating, relationships, reaction videos. I talk about a lot of stuff. So,
What dating knowledge are you dropping? What's going down? What you talking about?
Well, just more so just like what to watch out for and what to avoid, and if you're on dates, the do's and don'ts on what you can do on dates and things like that. What to watch out for with some of these women.
You got a long list?
I got a very long list.
Okay. Yeah, you got a scroll. Yeah.
The scroll.
This is what I don't get. Now y'all help me out with this before we get up off here.
Yes, sir.
I'm around young people through work and other stuff. And they tell stories about they don't really talk to each other. They only text each other. And that's to set up the date and get to know each other and this, that, and the other. Back in the day, we would be on the phone. They don't do that at all. If you do call, they think you're weird. Like, why would you call me? And they go out and struggle at conversations in person.
Oh, why did you call instead of FaceTiming? You're going to call me FaceTiming.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Like, how does all that work? It just seems so.
See, and a lot of them like having these long texting conversations.
Yes.
Like you are talking. But at the same time, it's like we talking, but we still, doing this. And then, your hands hurt after a while. You'd be like, hey, just get on the phone, FaceTime. Let's have a conversation. But some of them don't want to do that. They so used to texting and playing video games and stuff like that.
You took the words out of my mouth. So data shows that people under 25 would rather stay home. I'm talking about males right now. Would rather stay home and play video games to go out on a date. And most of them think that dates are wasting their time and their money. And I've seen stats that most young ladies, if they want to get married or not, they may not want to. They won't by data. Data says that they will not. And I think there are other data points I've seen that they don't even want to. So you got guys who don't want to even go on a date. And then you got people that don't even want to really date anybody under 25, 26 years old. See, what's going on 20 years from now?
See, here's the thing. And I'm going to add to what you just said. A lot of these women don't even want to go on dates either.
That's right.
It's like their dating is basically taking them shopping.
Or getting something to eat.
Get that too.
But you can't go to Chili's, any place that's commonly known. You gotta be at Nobu. You gotta be at Fogo de Chao.
Yep. I can't even spell that, but
I've only been to Nobu and Fogo de Chao at work. I've only been at work functions.
They chowed on who?
Yeah, what? And
Fugo child.
I say close that door, child. Like I don't even know what we're talking about. What is all this?
Y'all notice the married man happily stays quiet because I ain't gonna do none of those problems.
Exactly.
But my problem is when we going back on the cruise, huh?
but you know what, fellas? I blame the men for that because they've allowed this to happen. If you don't allow this to happen, these women are not going to do this. So that's going to be the ongoing cycle. If you don't allow it, they're not going to keep doing it. If you just, say something about it, they ain't going to do it no more. But if ain't nobody saying nothing, they just going to keep doing it.
But there are so many factors that are leading to all of this. Everything we just talked about. There's so many things that are going on that just are inputs to that kind of output. It's interesting though. It's just so many things. I just don't. I listen to people and I'm like, y'all really don't talk to each other?
See, now I don't know if y'all heard of this thing, like the DeAndre Ayton situation.
Oh yeah. We on that island, and you better get home yourself. Yeah, yeah. Better go ahead and get home.
Listen, y'all seen that Diddy trial? That is not illegal. Okay.
You said what's not illegal?
No, I said y'all seen that Diddy trial? That is not illegal. Okay.
Oh, okay.
The fine flying out for those purposes is illegal.
Because you're trafficking.
Yes, sir.
Well, no, it's prostitution, not trafficking. It's prostitution. So y'all,
How you get? But this is what I heard. Maybe I'm tripping. How do you get somewhere and you can't get home?
Hey man.
I will say this, right? Because of the internet, because of people trying to emulate famous people, regular man got to be rich to date somebody that's broke.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's facts. That's facts. You have to bust your butt why they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
So years ago, this is probably 20. This is 2005. I was 2005, still dating. And I developed two theories. And one of them is, I always say I should do some lectures on this because I think it's bona fide. You got a stock price theory of dating. Well, somebody you're going to meet is going to overvalue themselves. And I'm not talking about sexual now. I'm just talking about what they are bringing to the table or what their contribution is to this relationship or meeting and greeting. Because most times it's meeting and greeting. They're going to overvalue. They think they look a certain way, so you should do things. They think their time and their presence means something more to you than it does because somebody else, this goes back to what Newbury just talked about, somebody else has overvalued the situation. So they think, and like in hobby terms, it would be like you got a $20 card and you think you're going to sell it for $100 because somebody else told you that was misinformed. But everywhere you go, people are like, no, it's a $20 card. What are you talking about? I call it the stock price theory. You bump into people that are overvaluing something. Then I have a theory of ones and twos. And I've never shared this on this show. There are two types of people to me. And I believe there's only two types. Somebody can argue me wrong. There's a number two who gets into you as a person. When you all are going out, you get into them. And they are about doing stuff that's mutually happy, stuff that you all like to do. New breed, she finds out that you like to do something, she's all about that. You're most likely going to do the same for her. You're all about that. But from her perspective of being into what you're into, I think that person, I label them as a number two. But to me, it's more favorable. That's who you really want to be around. Sometimes that person is not a 10, but they're a 10 inside. My father told me a long time ago, you find a 10 inside, everything else will work out. Then you have the number ones. The number ones, they want your attention. They want your money. They don't want anything else. So they bait you by making you believe that they're really getting into you and they like you, but they really don't care. They really don't give a damn. It's about what you can do for them. So how do you make them feel, or what money are you spending on them, or something about them? Whatever they're doing is the most important. Remember now, number two, what you're into is most important. And making sure they're spending time with you. Number one, are you spending time with me? Most people get confused and they want to be around number one. They're chasing a number one. It's never going to work out for you. So most of these athletes and these actors and whoever else attract number ones into their lives. And they're chasing something that's probably going to end poorly. Domestic violence, something that's not going to go. We're going to have children that won't not be around certain parents for whatever reasons. And this is life. And if a lot of times we start younger chasing number ones, and then we realize at some point in life that I really need a number two in my life. And that's what's going to make me happy. And this is where I'm going to feel fulfilled. And I'm going to be able to share myself with them. But I'm never going to share myself with number one. and they're never going to share themselves with me.
And that's why having a father is so important in a household, because they can teach you things like that. Like, oh, you can't do this. You can't do that. Oh, these women will do this, do that. But that's what's so key.
And what made me think of this is Ryan Davis, the comedian, put up a post today speaking of this.
Mm-hmm.
Of how when he was younger, he thought one way and tried to chase things. And then when he got older, he said it took him to get to 40. He said, I'm sad to say that it took me to get to 40. I wish I learned this earlier. That I need to be with that number. In my saying is number 2. He said somebody that's real, somebody that really wants me for me, somebody that's trying to grow with me. I'm trying to grow with them. But before, I was chasing something that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
And this is life.
A lot of these athletes and famous people with a lot of money are so eagerly willing to give their money up for these number ones, and don't understand the thrive for somebody to sacrifice with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's so easy to get friends and people to like you when you're the one up.
Hey, let me tell y'all this story. 2003, I'm in business school. I go to Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is a true story. And I go up there, and I'm there for the summer. And you know, in Minneapolis, you got lands over 10,000 lakes. You got places to walk, things to do outside all summer. So I start walking. I start eating better. Start losing a little weight. I stopped drinking. Didn't drink the whole summer. After the first couple of weeks, didn't drink the whole summer. I come back to business school. This is I'm 28. Come back to business school. I tell everybody I'm not drinking anymore. Man, my first year, I used to get calls Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and possibly Sunday for brunch. I used to get calls all the time. What are we doing? I tell everybody, I'm not drinking. I got a couple of questions saying why. And I told them, hey, I'm self-improving. I'm doing this, trying to get this. My phone never rang second year of school. Not one time.
Wow.
And this taught me, this is the first time in life, 28 years old, that it taught me when you're around people, the majority of people, this is not everybody. You're going to meet some people, it's probably 1, 2, maybe 3 if you're blessed in life, that this doesn't apply to them. The majority of people that you meet, it's going to be about how you make them feel when they're with you. So if we had the same habits, I'm cool to hang with you because we're doing the same thing. We're about to go toe up. We're doing the same thing. But if I say I don't do that anymore, if you are still doing it, it reflects something on you in their mind. So they don't want to be around you while they're kicking it and doing that thing. This is why when people transition to being a parent, it's probably best for you to be around some parents. To be around people who care about I'm talking about real parents now. People that care about their kids, care about who they produce the kids with, spend time with people in there, and then you can have conversations about what you're doing because you're both actually doing it. You know, when I'm around dudes that don't have kids, man, it's like you're talking about something they just looking at you. Like, I want to talk about kicking it. I want to talk about these women. I want to talk about, but I'm talking about Junior. It's like,
it's a different conversation.
It's a totally different conversation. It's totally different. Yeah, man, it'd be about 10:30. Yeah, bro, I'm about to get up. Oh, we better go to the next spot, man. Like, I got to swim in the morning. I got to go. I got to get up and go to stuff. And I can relate because I remember I didn't have any children, and I was only living in cities for jobs like every 2 years, 2.5 years. I'm moving to another job with that same company. There's certain things I'm not thinking about. So I can get it. I'm not trying to be a judgmental person and say, you should understand. I get it. But we got to realize a lot of times that as we're moving through life and the maturity of life, that things just change. It changes on you. And you should want to embrace that and change with it. You can't say the same. It's just not gonna work. Hey, I graduated college in 1998. I went back in 2015 to homecoming. It was like a totally different Man, it's a totally different world. It was a totally different world. What these, I don't want to call them kids. What these young people were talking about and what they were doing, and it's like, what? This was y'all doing? Not even the same play. It was hard to enjoy it. This is life. This is life.
Yeah, their fun is way different than when we grew up. Like we actually was out there having fun. Now their fun is basically on their phones doing this and just not.
Dude, everybody's at the bar. Everybody's at the bar.
Yep.
Just like this. What you say, man? What?
Like you having a conversation with somebody, but then you having another conversation on your phone with somebody different.
You can't even stay in the moment. You're on your phone talking to somebody who knows about whatever. It's just different.
Mm-hmm. It's majorly different, man, and that's one of the major problems out here, like the communication thing, and just a lot of people just don't want to talk.
So when I was in my 20s, late 20s, I used to be around some older guys, and they were like, "Man, I couldn't," like some guys who I got recently divorced or whatever. And they'd be like, I couldn't hang out. I couldn't date a woman your age. And I'm thinking, like, why not? Now I kind of see why. They saw some stuff when they were coming through. I wasn't even grown yet. They had been grown, had seen it and moved on. Now they're trying to go back, and it's quite different.
Sometimes you need to have liquor on you at all times with all the stuff you see out. Got to have something in your car, something like.
Bro, it's wild.
You just be like, you just need that woosah moments and be like, let me get this drink, man. I need to calm down.
But dude, when I was in Detroit, though, we used to enjoy going out. I didn't have any children. I enjoyed going out. There was a place downtown that had a DJ. I forgot the name of it. What's the area? That was a and what was it? There was a restaurant in is it a place called Southland or
that's
what is it called?
That's in Taylor.
Okay. Yeah. There were some places that we would go and you just enjoy yourself. Never saw anything silly happening. Never saw anything.
I don't even know. It might have closed down because there's some malls that actually closed down.
Oh, I'm not surprised. There's some here that are struggling.
Eastland, Northland, Southland.
Southland is where we used to go.
Yeah.
Because there used to be a TGI Fridays in Southland.
Yep.
Bro, that thing was popping.
Yeah.
Big Jon, you go in this TGI Fridays, man. They have to be a fire code, bro.
Oh.
This place would be packed with people. And then they would turn the music up a little bit, and it was almost like a club.
Wow.
TGI.
So that was Applebee's for us when we were in college. The same way.
Kicking it, man.
Oh yeah, Applebee's still like that. They had a bar one way, then they had a little tables the other side, loud music. Be having them little them real alcoholic drinks that are
bro.
Sip it, you'd be like, ooh.
People get up and start dancing in between tables. Dude, I used to love my time in Detroit, man. It was nothing like that.
It's some fun. I have like fun times here and in Chicago, man. I'd be like, oh man, missed them fun times in Chicago too.
Yep.
Was that fun?
Hey, but I appreciate y'all being here, Newbury. I always appreciate you, bro.
Always. I
Big
appreciate
Jon, you make it fun every week to get on here and converse and have people on. And you really do. I tell Big Jon this, but he really does. You being on What's the Play is, to me, a game changer.
Man, I appreciate this. I have fun doing this. I've been looking forward to it all day. Every week. I don't know. 2 hours go by real fast with us.
Real fast, bro.
Real fast.
They do.
Like usually I gotta take the next day off. Like I might be up for a minute. But it's all good. Everybody's going to the national
question.
Yeah. What's up?
Let me ask y'all a question. How do y'all feel that football is right around the corner this Thursday?
Yeah, Hall of Fame game. Yeah, I feel great with it. I think as I get older, though, every football season seems like we're not really concentrating on football. It seems like the season is almost like a soap opera. Yeah. And I remember when Jerry Rice and Joe Montana and Steve Young and Deion and Barry Sanders and all these people playing, I was watching football. It just seems like there's so much more. That's why I was talking about this Cowboys camp. There's just so much going on now that the football is like almost a backdrop. So, and then I think when we talk about technique, we know the elite receivers, Chase, J-Jet. We know those people, but it's just, to me, there's a drop-off once you get past the top players in the league. And I think the whole league is chasing who's going to be the next real dude. Today, ESPN put up, who was it? Tannenbaum, used to be the GM of the Jets. He ranked his quarterbacks, and he had Love at 1, and he had Hurts at like 4 out of 5. It's just stuff that's all over the place, man. You know, and we see in the hobby that we try to make someone something that they're never going to be. It's just not. Then you got some players that could get there. Like Love is a nice player. Will he develop that way? I don't know. But we knew that Zach Wilson was trash. But we're still trying to make him something. I you know, maybe we got to do that for the media and all these outlets and all these different channels talking about sports and filling time where when I was 8 or 9 years old, like Junior's age, there was none of that. You know, you only talk about football doing the sports portion of the nightly news. Nobody's talking about football all day long. So maybe that's why we do it now. But to answer your question, I'm ready for football. It'd be kind of cool to watch. I just don't know who I'm going to be seeing and what they're going to be doing.
I'm ready for football. I just don't know. It's going to come down to, do I buy the NFL package just so I can see the Bears play or not?
The way it sounds like we all going to be paying for football soon. If you want to see it.
Yeah. Before we go, it's like the third before we go. Hero 3 has a question for New Breed.
Yeah.
Question for New Breed. Do you collect cards? If yes, who are you collecting and who are you now collecting?
I do collect cards. I collect basketball, football, baseball, hockey. I'm trying to get into wrestling cards. Trying to get into them a little bit of soccer, but
you gotta talk. You get into wrestling, you gotta come to your boy.
That's what I'm saying. Big Jon, big in wrestling.
Yeah, I love wrestling. With that, they just had Raw down here last night.
It was a good Raw.
Yes.
FD, you appreciate this. The ending scene from Raw is Roman Reigns, the biggest star, getting beat up by 2 up and comers. And they take his Jordans off his feet.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
Now, do you know how disrespectful that is? That's a big
man. That's almost like disrespectful. Like a couple years ago when they, I think Baron Corbin poured some dog food on Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but that was
crazy.
That was corny, disrespectful. This is. Growing up in Chicago when Jordans came out, getting beat up for your shoes is a real thing.
Yes.
A very real thing.
Real thing.
Yes. If you refuse to take them off or getting them snatched, could be much more serious.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It's a big deal. They did that. They did that in Detroit a lot. Mm-hmm. Like they go on the bus stop, they see you with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chains on your neck, coats on your back, and some Jordans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They used to. Jordans had a reputation for sure.
So that was like, oh, it's getting real. Sometimes gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's like the thing was like down here was always taking somebody Jordans and taking somebody glasses. That was always the things here.
Why we taking people? People can't see.
Well, no, it's like the sunglasses.
Oh, so y'all ain't allowing people to see up there in Detroit.
Hey man, listen, them Cartier glasses, or as we call them down here, the buffs.
Yeah,
people be taking them.
I've been in Detroit once, and that's because I came up there when I was a little kid to get my dogs. I love Chihuahuas.
You know, I'd never been to Detroit until I moved there. Never. I've never been to the state of Michigan. I grew up in Chicago. Never been to Grand Rapids. Never been anywhere in Michigan before I moved to Detroit.
Yep. And
it didn't have any hesitation. Like, I was there for a purpose. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna get out and see Southland. Southland was the bomb. I'm gonna get out and move around, get downtown and stuff on a regular basis. I'm not telling you, I really like the city, man. But when I was there, it went from 1 million population to like 865,000. What is the population of Detroit now? Do you know?
Oh, now I'm not sure now, but a lot of people down here is moving to Atlanta and Houston.
Okay, I could kind of see that. Oh man,
all I heard is that FD's not moving.
What's that?
All I heard was FD's not moving unless he's getting paid.
Oh, that's the only reason I've ever moved. The only reason I've ever moved. Gotta be an opportunity somewhere. But we got 633,000 now in Detroit. I was there at like 1.1 million, went to 865. I left in 2012. Now it's 633,000. Wow. So a lot of people, about half the population, when I showed up in 2010, have left Detroit.
Yeah. It's amazing, man. Just everybody just moving down south. That's.
I mean, I could see it. I can kind of see it. You're talking about cheap. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking about. Much cheaper. That's probably gonna be a time that I may have to get up out of California. You know.
That cost down there is crazy. Crazy. I can't even imagine.
And the thing about LA too, which is probably other cities, you know, I know it is. It's no problem. If you want to experience all of LA, it can eat you up. If you don't know how to keep certain things away from you and kind of do your thing, it could be I've known people who have come here and had major problems because they want to jump, you know, they want to get all in it. I already know when I go places that I want to experience the city, but I'm not losing who I am while I'm experiencing the city. So, yeah. And that's for me living in Inglewood at one point to, you know, moving around and living different places here and different cities. You gotta always know just who you are, what you're doing, what you're not doing. Yeah. I mean, like, for instance, you could go. I went out in Detroit. I go out. We may have a few drinks. I'm going back home. Right? I go out in LA. You may start with a few drinks. You may be offered all kinds of stuff. It may be you may see all kind of stuff go by your face. Are you just gonna say no and go back home, or go to the next spot, or just hang with your core people, or what you gonna do? But it will come up for sure.
Absolutely. Always something to do down there. Always. And good weather too, and beaches. Oh man,
this is why people come to Dodgers games late and leave early. People buy expensive tickets, coming to 3rd, 4th, and leaving the 7th. Then, you know, Detroit. I used to go when I was at a Detroit Tigers game. We're there to the 9th inning. We're there to Verlander leaves the mound. You know, Scherzer was in town. You're up in there, not here. But that's most things because you got other things to do. You got beaches, you got places to eat, you got weather going on. You got day parties. You just got all kinds of stuff that's.
Mm-hmm. Got to go to that Lakers game. Got to go to that Clippers game.
Mm-hmm. I think next year we need to go to a Clippers game. We need to see that. Maybe sit on that wall, see what's happening. But hey, I could talk to you all night. New Breed, I appreciate you for being here, sir. We'll have you on again soon. See what's going on. Take care in D-Town and wish your family the best, bro.
Yes, sir. You the same.
Yeah.
Big Jon, you too, man. Appreciate you, bro.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace. Everybody be safe.
Be safe. Be safe at the dash, you know. Keep it rolling.